Hey gang, what's going on? Uncle Travis coming to you on one of the hottest days of the year from the Mt Juliet area. And probably asking yourself, why am I standing in the middle of this pond? Why am I standing in the middle of this pond? Oh yeah, this is what we call a small wreck pond. The homeowner wanted this. She's got a knee that she's rehabbing, so she wanted to be able to get down in her pond and kind of do her physical therapy on her own time in her own quiet backyard. I've got here what we affectionately refer to as the disco stick to show you how deep the water is going to be in this pond. Normally, we shoot for about 24 inches of water after construction, which is around up to my knee, which is here. This water level is going to be, well, it would help if I had the thing aimed the right way. We're going to be up about 42 inches once we're constructed, give or take. So yeah, double the water level, so she'll be in here, be able to be swimming around. With a pond that is double the depth that we normally do, we had to increase the filtration. So let's get out of Montana's way, let him get the gravel going, and we will check out the 6,000 biofalls. This is our 6,000 biofalls. So if you remember from our other pond videos, the biofalls is usually a 2,500. It is a little less than half, actually a little more than half the depth of this. I definitely couldn't be sitting in it like this. This is going to be more than enough to filter what's going to go in here. She's looking at probably about 5,000 give or take. We actually put a larger pump on this as well than we normally would. We put a 5 PL on this guy. That's going to pull in 5,000 gallons of water per hour. This is going to filter 6,000. With that extra depth of water, we want to make sure we keep it all clean and get it filtered properly. Class, bring it down nice and slow. So the other thing we're doing, probably remember me saying this homeowner is rehabbing an injured knee. So she had these great big giant limestone pieces on site. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna set those as part of the edge treatment and as some of the initial rock work on the first shelf over here by the skimmer. So as she walks in, this one's gonna be on grade so that as she walks up, she's a little taller than me, but as she walks up and starts to step in the pond, she's got something to put her hand on. And then the next one will be down here. As she steps in and starts to get buoyant, she's got a couple handholds to make a safe entrance into the pond. This one's gonna be really cool, but it won't be going in until the last day because it's basically gonna be one of my edge treatment pieces. We're back, we're all done, wrapped up, ready to roll out of here. You can see the pond is usually a foot deeper than we normally go. We're usually at that 2 foot mark. We're up to about 3 feet on my waist. We were shooting for 43, 42 inches here. Didn't quite hit that. We hit a whole shelf of limestone underneath here. So got with the homeowner and talked about a stopping point, and this is where we landed. So this will be a good spot for her to rehab her knee. She's been doing some physical therapy at home. This will help with that. We normally recommend fish. The homeowner doesn't want to do fish, being that she's going to be in here kicking around, literally. So we wanted to get a bunch of plants going in here. Something we normally don't put in a pond because fish will eat it is water hyacinth water lettuce. These are what we call floaters. But we're not going to have any fish in here to eat these roots, so we can just plunk these guys in. They'll go whichever way the wind takes them, and they reproduce like crazy. So she'll have an abundance of those really probably in the next month. Remember, we were putting in some steps on this guy, and those steps are, sorry, the water's a little murky, so I'm just trying to see. Steps are right here. We talked about putting in some handrails so she could get in and out a little safer. Got one right there and one right there. Get up and out. Luckily, I don't have my wallet. I do have my snips on still. It's okay. Something, just the way the edges were coming together that I thought was kind of cool was it started to look like a seat. So I took and put in a little Little grandkid friendly seat right here. I can kind of see them jumping off of this and swimming around and having fun, or shoot, if you got a safe enough margarita, you could sit here yourself. I got a pond builder's tan. So we harvested this cool piece of driftwood from somewhere around the lake. I just love doing these kind of things where they frame our weir. You don't want to have it block the action, but kind of make it, frame it and be a part of it. The way it frames this guy is it's so rad. Plus it just instantly eats up 6 or 7 feet of our edge treatment, and all we have to do is kind of fill up to it, and looks like it's been there for 5 or 6 years. Just so rad. All right, gang, that wraps this up here. I'm gonna get out, get dried off, and get on to the next project. You know the drill. Like, follow, share, subscribe, comment. Do you have a rec pond? Do you want one? If you do, give us a shout. I'm Uncle Trav, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.
Whew, that's deep.